Serge Blanco, one of the biggest draws for this traditional fixture between Leicester and the Barbarians. The Barbars meet up in the changing room before the match. No chance of a practice session, but who needs practice with such an embarrassment of riches? The match never fails to entertain, and for Blanco, making his last appearance in this country, the chance to go out in style. Good afternoon, and for those of you who think you've had too much of a good thing over the festive season, think again. For Leicester members, getting a ticket for the Barbarians match is worth the cost of membership alone. More than 16,000 tickets were sold out far in advance of this match, in anticipation of a contest to compare with last year's.
It's not in touch, Lafond, Guscott. Carving his way through the middle all the way, yes! Great solo effort, Jerry Guscott. Lafond inside, Paul Jones to the corner, good try.
A bit of a rest day in England and Wales yesterday. No league matches in England, 3rd and 4th division matches only in Wales. But north of the border, the Scots began their build-up for the Five Nations Championship with 2 representative matches at Murrayfield. Scotland A against Spain and the B International against Ireland. The highlights later. But first to Welford Road for the game between Leicester and the Barbarians. Leicester, unfortunately, without their England number 8, Dean Richards. It's the 4th year in a row that Richards has missed the match, this time with a recurrence of his shoulder injury. Simon Pavos gets his chance at number 8. A chance, too, for Leicester's promising young locks, Matt Poole and Martin Johnson, to show what they can do in exalted company. And with England's trip to Paris in mind, Rory Underwood will have a preview of his opposite number, Jean-Baptiste Lafond. Lafond's younger brother, Jean-Marc, has the unenviable task of replacing the absent David Campese on the wing. But there are so many other great talents to admire in this thrilling back division, with Sella and Guscott forming a dream partnership in the centre, and Blanco, of course, at full-back. Interesting, too, to see the young Llanelli half-backs, Rupert Moon and Colin Stevens, in partnership at this level. 3 ancient retainers in the pack, Jeff Probyn, called into the side as a late replacement at prop, Paul Ackford at lock, and number 8 and captain for the day, Scotland's John Jeffrey. Your commentator is David Mercer.
Owen Doyle of Ireland in charge of this 73rd meeting between 2 famous clubs. Colin Stevens kicks off for the Barbarians. Taken in by Harris, and a safe touch. Conditions absolutely ideal. Bright blue sky, no wind at all, a firm pitch for this traditional holiday fixture. Dusty Hare, the touch judge for the Barbarians, the old Leicester and England fullback. Back can't hold, but it's out to Underwood. Put down by Sella. Roduni working the blind side. And the key it was up to the 10-metre line. Harris. This is Liley again. Half through the tackle. But again, the Barbars on the counter with Blanco. Jean-Marc Lafond. He has pace. Will anyone catch him? Cardooni trying. He's not going to make it. The opening score after 4.5 minutes. This was Moon, and it was the clever switch of direction. And Blanco putting away Lafond on the right wing. And the Leicester cover really wasn't there. It was just Cardooni coming across despairingly. 15 metres out from this near touchline. Kicking left-footed. Got that right. The lead is 6 points. Guscott in for Frank Minell in one of the changes. It's good heel. A little drive. Miley again, looking over the shoulder of Lafond. Oh, so nonchalant, so Gallic, so French. Cardoni again is forced to turn and cover. Look at this. He's not looking the ball at all. Whoops, a little look, and there it is, one hand.
Rovers 21.
He's enjoying his afternoon. Paul Ackford out of retirement at the front. Goes beyond him, tied it up by Andy Robinson, not successfully. Oh, and Cardoni, did he knock on? No, the Barbars were fringing and offside. Jeff Probyn, this man up. And John Wiley is being called up on the 10-metre line. 20 metres in from the touchline. Well, it's working, and it's just made it. Didn't hit it cleanly. But he's got the Tigers some points on the board. 3-6 they trail. There's the Barbars skipper. Up goes Deere. Jeffrey on the peel. Now Ackford. Deere. Moon, they come right. This is Emil Lewis of Llanelli. 15 metres out. Moon, Stevens, Sella. Miss out, Guscott to Blanco. To Lafond. Will he get there? Just short. And Cardoni steals it. Oh, great stuff. Blanco, it was, appearing in the line, and here Lafond looked to have the line at his mercy, came inside and the covers got to him, and look, he was literally an inch short, and Cardoni said thank you very much. Ackford, Moon, Stevens, they miss out Sella, Guscott, there's Sella now on the little loop. Lafond, Blanco, oh, sweet stuff. Lafond, is he going to get that this time? No, oh, inches short again. Well, absolutely magical whenever they open up. And it was Senna on the little loop who really created the space. Lafond maybe just lacking a yard in pace on that left wing. Simon Deere. Ackford again diverting, and Deere doing the tidying job with help from Lewis. Now Moon thinking of stealing away down the blind side. Now a little smuggle round the open side. Moon had Robinson outside him. Stevens, Sella. The loop was too much of a loop, but Emil Lewis is there to try and get the movement going again. Support from John Jeffrey going in with the boot because Leicester were killing the ball on the ground. And they'll take it quickly. Robinson, Probyn. Now they'll fling it wide. This is Emil Lewis playing sort of second 5/8. And Leicester again, drive over, illegally. And Colin Stevens has been called up. I think John Jeffrey wants to turn the possession into points, or maybe he thinks some of his team members who've come out of retirement or semi-retirement could do with a little breather. In the Welsh Five Nations squad, along with Rupert Moon, the man who's chosen Wales over England. He's only about 7 metres inside the Leicester half. He's given that a terrific whack, though. Oh, cleared it easily. The little man with a big punch in the boot. 34 minutes of the half have gone, and the Barbarians' lead is stretched to 6 points. 9-3 they lead. Pick up by Perbois to Cardooni, a little chip ahead there for Hackney, but Lafond has read it. Blanco, will he open out? He will. Stevens goes off on the dummy run. It's Gascott on the scissors. Stevens looking inside for support, gets it from the captain, Jeffrey. Lafond. Jeffrey again, going for the line all the way. A skipper's try. Well, there's no more popular player in British rugby than the Farmer. And a very popular score. This was the inside pass from Colin Stevens, and there's Jeffrey. Gave it to the wing, and he just kept going with him in support. And, well, Liley went too high, didn't he? And that was a bad missed tackle, really, by the fullback. From the other angle, here we see Liley coming across to cover as Lafond sets off down the left wing. Looking at Ruel. Oh, two great kicks from Colin Stevens. And it's 15-3. John Wells, the Leicester skipper, now on the blind side, this side. It's Cardooni feeds Harris. There's a little loop movement. It's Rory Underwood coming in from the left wing. But the Barbarians' tackling has been very solid as we move into injury time. Barbarians looking to move this left when they win the ball. It's taking its time. Probyn is trying to delay it a bit more. Cardooni had spotted that Robinson was very quick. This is Bates, and again the final pass not quite going to hand. Referee's whistle goes for the end of the half. The Barbarians have a comfortable lead, 15 points to 3. They've had the possession and they've scored the tries. Dean Richards, an interested spectator, missing this fixture for a 4th consecutive season. Great shame that he isn't out on the pitch, with Mike Teague certainly unfit and possibly retiring. England will need Dean as well. It's the Tigers who restart. Rupert Moon doing a little bit of burrowing, helping Jeff Probyn break away down the blind side. But they got offside, and a chance perhaps for Liley to reduce the arrears. Liley then, one penalty to his name already. Good strike, yes! John Liley's tally of points for the season is up to 191, and Leicester's in this match is up to 6. Allen throws long for Jeffrey. Probyn. Well, butterfingers. Leicester trying to take advantage. Cardooni. This is Bates. Trying to burst through. Seller and Robinson together put him down. They lay it back, playing outside half, taken on by Wells. Back is there again. Cardooni. Harris. Oh, that's a poor pass, but Liley gets a fortunate bounce and out to Underwood. Faced by Lafond, support there from Hackney. Wells Leicester move it again. Again, the passing is not good, but again, Underwood appears. And again, Seller makes the tackle. Up to the 22. Cardooni. Key, a little chip ahead. But Blanco is going to just shepherd that. First pattern of play that Leicester have produced. Sustained attacking, first left, then right. As the passing had been a little sharper. Just eludes Pavois. Cardooni waits. Harris. Well, again, the passing perhaps not that good. Vates, the little pivot though, has to do some more work. And eventually Cardooni finds himself with the ball and with Aimé Lewis. And Moon gets it away to Lafond. He has Seller outside him. Again, the Leicester cover defence is stretched. Seller all the way. He's made it. Philippe Seller of France and Agen, try number 3 for the Barbarians. And again, it's the capacity of the wings really to appear from nowhere. This was Lafond playing almost outside half, and Seller, the centre, out on the right wing. And again, well, there are 3 tackles going in there, and it has to be said that they weren't very good. 19-6, the Barbarians lead. Simon Pavois with the thigh strapped. He'll back on the little blindside move. There's it back now. Again, Pavois barging off. And laying the ball back. Yes, there were a few Barbarians on the wrong side there. Interesting choice. It's bang in front of the posts. Will they could do with some tries. And that's what they're going to go for. No, they're not. They will take the points. Matt Poole belongs to, and this is John Lively. Can he make it 3 penalties? He can. 11 minutes of the second half have gone. Leicester up to 9 points, the Barbarians 19. Harris standing flat. Oh, and Underwood was coming in, but again the passing was ragged. The hack on by Guscott. He's up against Lively. Lively trying to play it over his own goal line, and is he making it? Oh, just. Colin Stevens wasn't giving it up. And here was the race, with Lively having to face both Stevens and Guscott, and Stevens, well, anxious to impress. Harris with the quick restart. A little bit too far forward. Probin plays scrum half. Now to the proper one, Moon, to Robinson, to Lewis on the burst. Moon, now the chance to swing it wide through Seller, through Guscott. Running straight. That's a good covering tackle. Barbarians to spread left and right. They'll go right through Stevens. Oh, little jink, little magic, all the way. Colin Stevens shows he can run as well as kick. And here, most of the backs were left. They missed out Aimé Lewis, who was playing fly half, and it was Colin Stevens with the outrageous dummy, the little shimmy off the right foot, and then The little dive, almost American football style from 2 yards. Look at the cover coming across, and he had drawn them wide by that dummy. And the scissors from back, and Cardooni couldn't prevent him. And Lafond adds the extra points. Colin Stevens, the latest in a long line of great outside halves from Stradey Park. Barbarians 10-metre line as the scrum goes down. Both scrummagers have looked fairly solid on their own ball. John Owen has no difficulty there. Now what are they going to try? This is Lafond coming in from the right wing this time. Crunching tackle. Moon, which way are they going? He wasn't too sure. Guscott waiting for support. Seller on the little burst. The injection of pace. Going all the way again. Where's the tackling again? Oh, well, there it is. But Blanco says thank you very much and scores the try. Serge Blanco on his last appearance in this country. And a tremendous hand for him too, finishing off the burst of Seller. And this was Guscott. He was sort of just waiting for support, and it was Seller coming in at pace, first avoiding the tackle of Key, then Hackney was undecided whether to come for him. Liley was beaten by the swerve. Hackney redeemed it with that fine cover tackle, but Blanco, well, all he had to do was pick up and fall over. Nothing Rory Underwood could do. This was the moment that Guscott had really held up the play, waiting for the support to arrive. And it was Seller going straight, then left. Now the little shimmy right. Liley had been drawn. Hackney did well to run down the French centre. 29 points to 9, the Barbarians lead.
What's the call? Remain at 21. Remain at 21.
The call is Romania. And that's Deer. And Moon cleaning up the deflection, but not prepared to give his fly half bad ball. It's the forwards to tidy up. But this has been the one area of the game where Leicester have had the better of it, and they've stolen it again. Cardooni, Harris, Bates holds at the second attempt. So desperately want Underwood to get a run. Just lacking the penetration of the Barbarian back line, but there was a Barbarian hand trying to play the ball off the ground. Leicester take it quickly. Up to the 10-metre. Cardooni now as they lay it back to Harris. It's brought inside from Pavois. Cardooni again, they go blind this time through Harris. He's got Liley outside him. Was that a deliberate knockdown? And now will the Barbarians counter again? Lafond, Blanco. He's got Guscott outside him, and Guscott has the other Lafond outside him. Oh, I think he should have got outside, being a little bit too clever, but it isn't over yet. Now it is, says Mr. Doyle. This was Jeremy Guscott receiving from Serge Blanco, and I think really if Lafond had kept outside and if Guscott had run a little straighter, they would have had a man over. This is Tressler. Barbarians have done well in the line out. Mark Lynette handling like only a prop can. And Bates has a chance on the counter. Can they get the first try? Back inside to Underwood. He's going there. He's going to make it. Leicester at last have got the try. 16,500 people rise to Rory Underwood. And it was Bates drawing his man by moving inside, and then this time the scissors inside did work, and again the Barbarian tackling just a little high, as Leicester's had been. And Rory, one of the great finishers in the game, doesn't miss opportunities like those. Leicester are into double figures. Can Liley push them up to 15 points? Has he pulled it round? He has! Leicester are up to 15 points to the Barbarians 29. Can they mount a grandstand finish? We have just over 11 minutes to go. Now, this match has averaged over 52 points a match over the last 10 years, and we've had now 44. Axford tries to get a hand to it. The Barbarians again going round on the wrong side. And Leicester will surely run this. Back trying to set up the movement, but again it's gone forward. Chance for the Barbarians to counter through Seller. But here goes Bates again. And the ball swinging from side to side. Lafons, Stevens, Blanco, Guscott, Lafons for the corner. Can he make it? No, he's just lacking that yard of pace. And Hackney was across to him. Now, when Guscott released Lafond here, you had to say he was the favourite for the corner, but Hackney has pulled off some fine cover tackling. It was just that yard or so faster. The two-man line works again. Harris. Now they try and get the big forwards barging towards that line. Now again, is there room on the left for Underwood? Pass never got to him. Leicester are slowly getting to that ball back. Harris. Underwood, the little switch move to Bates. Jeff Probin just a fraction offside. They must surely run it with a couple of minutes remaining. And the deficit 14 points. Poole has been the battering ram up to now. Taking off Tressler. No, they used him as the dummy. Goes to Wells. Really, you just feel that Leicester have to do everything that little bit quicker. And although their superior fitness is undoubtedly told in the last 10 minutes of the game, the deficit is now clearly too big. But a second try would go down well with the Leicester faithful. Pavoas again picking up Cardoni. Yes, it's a second try for Rory Underwood. And it was the little pick-up by Pavoas that allowed Cardoni to stand off and make the extra space. And Lafond's defensive alignment was faulty. He'd been drawn in, and Underwood was outside him. Really a clean run into the line. He had time to look up and just glide, cruise through. 19-29. Is the score, with the conversion to come. And we're into time added on for injuries by Owen Doyle. Riley's kicking is again true. 21-29 now. It was 21-26 last season, so this late Leicester revival has certainly added a great deal of respectability to the score. Just 8 points in it as Colin Stevens restarts. Jeffrey rises, but it's Poole chapping back, tidied up by Redfern. One more last run maybe for Leicester. Here goes Harris, the nice move in the centre, it doesn't go to hand. Robinson and John Jeffrey are there. Referee's whistle goes for the end of the match. The Barbarians have won by 29 points to 21, 5 tries to 2. They scored. Philippe Sella, one of the try scorers for the Barbarians. A feast of running rugby. And Serge Blanco, a last appearance. John Jeffrey, maybe a last representative match, but we'll never see the talents of this man again in these islands. What a great player he's been. Philippe Sella, I'm sure, will be in the French team for the Five Nations. Paul Ackford signing autographs, his last serious game of rugby, and what a great find he's been for England. Blossomed late in his career, but became the outstanding front jumper in world rugby. Jeff Probyn, another stalwart of the England World Cup team, and those little boys will treasure that autograph for a very long time indeed. So we've had another festival occasion at this festive season. 7 tries in all, and the Barbarians have won by 29 points to 21.
John, I thought it was a very nice gesture to make the old man captain today.
Yes, I was a bit dubious with the Barbar selection, because, you know, they usually pick a youthful, you know, open running team with people like Jeff Probyn, Paul Ackford, myself, all the retired geriatrics. So I was a bit surprised.
Did you feel the pace of it?
Very much so, but I'm a great believer that when these French boys get the ball, if I just take a straight line up the middle of the pitch, you know, I'll meet them twice or thrice when they run across and occasionally get hold of the thing.
Lovely to watch, though, isn't it?
Yeah, it was great. They were absolutely dynamic, tremendous, and, you know, it says a lot for French rugby when they can come across and do things like that.
It's always a lovely game to play in, but you've still got to sort of do the basics, I suppose, to have a game, don't you?
Yeah, that's what was said, and it was quite funny because I said that to them before we went out. Look, we've got to tie it in for the first 5-10 minutes, you know, get points on the board, and then we'll play open rugby. And I was looking to run a penalty after about 5-10 minutes, and Serge Blanco came up, all people said, no, kick, get points. I thought, well, fair enough.
Well, Colin, there was a little bit of nervousness beforehand. What's the feeling now?
Great, it's nice to win, come off with a win. Very difficult at times with the boys outside not speaking a lot of English, but I think it all turned out for the best in the end.
You seem to play the link role. Were you a bit overawed by their presence, the fact there were so many stars around?
Oh, it's great playing with stars like that. It made my job easier, to be honest. That's all I do is give it out and support, but it's nice to come away with a win.
That try was a bit special.
Yeah, pass from Rupert, Leslie partnership. Emir was inside, but luckily I didn't need him. One dummy and over I went.
Colin Stevens scored a good try.
I think he can put try, he can kick. He kicked very well. I think this is a very good. He is a very good number 10, and there is a very good number 9 too. But Rob Jones is very good too, I think.
Jeff, you wouldn't have had that second helping of Christmas pudding if you'd known you were going to be playing in this, I think.
It was the third helping, actually, Chris. I settled down, I was clearing the table, and then the phone went, and I was asked to play in this game. So it's a privilege to play for the Barbars, and this is a fun game. So I obviously said yes.
A fun game. You're carrying the scars of it, I see.
Well, it seems whenever I play for the Barbars, I get cut. When I play my serious rugby, I come off no injuries at all. But the Barbars, I've had 8 stitches and now 2. So I think I'm going for a record.
So always very competitive, of course, isn't it, against Leicester?
Yeah, but they're probably one of the cleanest sides in the whole Division 1. They always play the rugby hard but fair, and it's always good fun to play them.
Now, how did you enjoy playing in such a mobile game with the French particularly going well?
Well, you just stand in the middle of the field and watch them run past, really. there's not much point in following them. They run too fast. But the French backs are by far the best in the world, and in this sort of game, they're excellent.
Did you prepare for this at all, Paul?
Not really, no. I've not. I've played one game for the local police station I work for since the World Cup, but nothing more than that, no.
And it was really pretty hard going, wasn't it?
Well, it was quite fast and obviously open rugby with a Barbarians style, but it was great fun, yeah.
Mind you, I don't think you're being fair to yourself. I mean, you won a lot of good line out, Paul.
Well, yes, leaning and pushing and whatever. Yeah, I was up against this lad Martin Johnson, and he's a good prospect for the future. So, yeah, the old pride was still there, I suppose.
So you think we might see someone who's going to succeed you?
Well, I think, perhaps not in the immediate future, but certainly he's a good prospect. He closed his space down very well, and he's a big lump, and he doesn't give a lot as well, so he's good.
Now, what are your plans? How are you going to relax during the Five Nations Championship?
Well, we're off for a week's holiday in Portugal very soon, Susie and myself, so, and then hopefully just get involved in a minor capacity with the Five Nations, and sit back and watch it and enjoy it.
Will you be able to sit back and watch it and enjoy it from the sideline?
I hope so. It's going to be the first time out. It's going to be very difficult to see the guys run out on the pitch and know what they've been thinking and experiencing. But I mean, it's my decision and I'm happy with it. So that's the end of it, I'm afraid.
It was a lovely game to watch. It must have been great fun to play and very fast, I would have thought.
Oui, c'est vrai, mais je crois qu'avec les Barbarians, on a toujours du plaisir à jouer et quand on a le maillot, on n'a pas le droit de faire autre chose que de s'amuser.
Well, we are going to miss you very, very much. Miss all your marvellous rugby. Are you going to miss playing international rugby?
Oui, mais je crois que pendant 12 ans de ma vie, j'en étais rassasié, donc j'ai pas le droit d'être triste.
Okay. Yes, he's a shame for him, but he said I played 12 years, and now he thinks it's enough.
But we'll hope to see him back for the Barbarians.
Il espère qu'il te reverra avec les Barbarians.
Thank you.